general penalties.
We heard, no, sorry, all boards. Have we heard from
I think
BG?
it could be
How she's
students
doing?
too.
She's still in the hospital, Ron just said.
Whatever they're gonna do.
I wonder if I just go Wilbur.
I think got cold for today I left, but.
Middle school. high school.
Yeah.
No, it actually is.
See, that's why I do the all, because I can't tell.
Okay.
All school board try that. Get it. Keep typing.
Leslie said the check was all set, and Mike sleeps in the company. Because he's gonna meet with Tad on Wednesday, has to look at the water.
I think it must list all of us. Did you get something?
To myself.
So you said
I'm good, how are you?
But if I send that, if I go and do that, it should send, right?
Should.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it. Or-
So I'll try that again when I have a minute. Thank you.
You're trying logging in.
So Christmas.
Did you get into the, okay,
it's hard.
perfect.
Oh, yes,
Okay.
thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, I guess I will call this meeting to order. I will start by taking roll from my right, please.
Kriston Martin.
Sam Rosling.
Ron Goodman.
Elida Snuff.
Rob Gomez.
Ellen Johnston.
Okay, I'm just getting into the minutes. December, no, that's December, where are we? 6th, there we go. Okay. Okay, at this time, I invite any member of the audience to comment on any non-agenda item. Okay, moving on then. Buildings and grounds report.
Nothing. We have not had buildings.
We need to get going on that because we've got some roofs that we need to look at. So roof at the library, roof at the, two roofs at the high school and a roof at the elementary school.
Can we do one before Wednesday? If not, I won't be, obviously, till February.
I'll say, can it wait till February?
Before when it has been,
Either by Wednesday or after February 10th.
right, for Wednesday?
Sure.
Yeah, I think that'd be good to get your everybody's input on that.
Who else is on that?
Who else is, Rob? Huh? I didn't know.
building?
Wednesday, the 8th?
Buildings and grounds.
So you have to do it public.
48 hours.
Won't give you enough time for me.
Well, maybe I can have a conversation with you.
I can call you.
Yep, and get that input.
So,
So and then have the other buildings and grounds committees.
so who's
I
it?
haven't left yet. Do you want me to just go post it right now?
What day?
If you post it now, we can get Wednesday, right?
Right?
Yeah, go post it.
Post it right now?
Super. See,
Building
that's
and
handy.
grounds
Pocket on the
for
street, man. She's
Wednesday, what
awesome.
time?
It's possible.
4:30? 4:30?
Elida, It's
Yes.
possible.
It is possible. It's possible.
Wednesday?
Wednesday at 4:30? Rob, does that work for you?
I believe so.
Okay. Bam, bam. Okay. So we're gonna have that meeting. And do we have any updates on policy?
No.
No?
BG's not here to complain.
I know.
Oh.
So speaking about that, did you all hear that Miss BG fell and is in the hospital?
Oh, no.
So she
no.
broke her wrist, right?
Yeah,
And her
she-
arm too, or
Cut
just
her,
her?
cut her eye up pretty good. I think
Yeah.
her glasses broke and
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, yes. So we are not sure when we will.
Her voice is strong, her
Yeah.
will is strong.
Yes.
Everything else
yeah,
is
they
broken.
were out for like 45 minutes.
No.
They fell.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Was she outside?
Yeah, she fell out of her car. Like,
Oh, no.
luckily her daughter was coming to visit and happened to see her, but
Yeah.
Oh,
So
boy.
anyway, be thinking of her, you guys. Okay. Do we have anything with technology?
We did have a technology meeting, and one of the big issues that we're looking at is Upfort, and it's a much improved safety device for students. Not only does it do what we have Senso doing, if a kid types in, "I'm going to harm myself," it catches that and sends it, and then we investigate. It's actually a really good tool. Upfort is more sophisticated and more expensive, obviously. it's like $17,000. It would end up costing us like an additional, I think, $4,000, because it can replace certain items that we don't need anymore. The big advantage that we would have with Upwork would be is that teachers can go ahead and tell kids what they can be on instead of what they should go to. So if a kid goes to a website that a teacher wants them to go to, that would be the only thing they could go to. So it'd give a lot of tools for teachers to keep kids on task, because there's no way around kids being on their Chromebooks. That's just a reality of life. The question is, how well can we control them? And so the minute the teacher isn't behind the student, then they could switch out of it in a second. Was it Control A? Like that, and they're out of it and off to what they want. There's more enhanced. Cyber security is becoming more and more of an issue, and so again, I think the recommendation from that group was that we go ahead and move forward. It's going to cost us an additional, like almost $4,500. But the big advantage that we saw, even for the teachers, was the ability to say, this is the site that you can be on, and that's it, nothing else. You'd be locked out. So.
Okay.
Kidwell, I think you were at that meeting, weren't you? At that meeting?
No, I was not.
Okay. I think anybody else was there.
Did Katie make it?
She did.
Okay.
Yeah, she was there.
Okay.
So that would be the decision to go ahead, and if we want to do that, I think there could be a lot of advantages. And like everything else, it's going to be training for the staff as well. It's more complicated. So, yeah.
Okay, good update then. Moving on to wellness and safety.
Well, nothing new, but it must be time to have our second meeting of the year coming up.
Third, isn't it?
Is it
I
third?
think it's third.
Oh, wow, we're ahead of schedule.
We can set that coming up here in the next month or so.
Mhm.
Okay.
Calendar.
Nope, wellness and safety. Oh, okay, sorry. You're moving on. So calendar, which we also have to set up, right?
Mhm.
In the next month.
So very quickly, yeah.
I was gonna say, I forget when that has to go.
So we've been working on a survey, and so that would be just something we need to bring to the whole group and do whatever we need to do on the editing.
That has been sent out already, that
Mm-mm.
survey?
No. Just
So we
working
need
on
to
it.
do the survey?
Yeah.
Okay.
Decide on if we wanted to do the same survey we've given in the past, or if there's any other new questions. And so, yeah.
Okay.
So that becomes, we need to get that. They had mentioned Thursday, but I think that's what we're always looking. We're talking buildings and ground on
Wednesday.
Oh, this Thursday? No, there's like an athletic group, sport
Yeah.
group that is
Yeah.
meeting on Thursday.
Who's on the calendar committee? You are, Elida,
Myself and Kriston, right?
Kristan.
And Katie, maybe?
Is she?
I can't
I
remember.
don't think so. Maybe.
Kristan and
Okay.
Elida. Do you guys have any preferences for a day? That's the worst. That's the hardest part of this whole
You would
thing.
never almost have to work around. I mean, there's no better day. They're all bad.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at
Yeah,
at this
so-
point.
Okay.
Never, and I'll make it work.
Is it going to be before the 30th? I'll
Um,
be unavailable from the 30th
I
to the
think
11th.
what would be best is to go ahead and make a chart as far as some days that would work, and then have everybody check what they want.
Okay.
So, because believe it or not, we're going to have to
Does that have to go in February's meeting or March?
It's March, is it?
March.
I thought, but I don't know.
I just think we need to get moving on it because everything's going very fast.
Well, and I've got people asking about it already, so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we will we can chat about the survey and get it out at the
Mhm.
very least in
Yep.
the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, even if we had, share it with people and have them look at it and see if they had any input on it.
Okay. Okay, so transportation.
Nothing. Nada.
Anything on insurance?
Nothing new on insurance. As far as I know, they're still working on the warranty. Well, the new trust has been formed. They're just working on all the logistics.
Is there any estimated rollout date for that?
It won't be this July. It will probably be July 2026.
Oh, wow, okay, further than I thought out.
Yeah.
Okay, then moving on to resignations, retirements, reduction of force, and non-renewal. We have Mr. Germany's resignation, which Ron has already accepted on our behalf, so we don't need to vote or anything on that.
I just received one from a paraprofessional like last night. Can we include that?
Resignation?
Yeah, I think it was sent to you too.
Yeah, we got that, but we'll do it next.
Honestly, I think it'll have to go on next week's.
Oh, we always have to put on the agenda though. It needs to be put on the agenda.
Yes.
Yeah, well, good.
Okay, so moving on to the consideration of staff contracts and transfers. Mr. Beagle will be moving over for interim principal in Libby Middle High School. Cameron Selwiski? Is that close? Okay. LES paraprofessional. Faith Everest for the outdoor program. No, wait. KOAP?
Shooting outdoor program.
Okay.
Action program.
And the middle school cross country ski coach, or is that all one? I'm confused.
All one.
That's all one. Okay. I did not realize we had a cross country ski program. Is that new?
No,
Well, that's what the
not new.
outdoor program is.
Outdoor
I think.
program. They have a winter program and a summer program. And I need to have you sign that grant before we leave today too. So,
Okay, perfect. Okay, and Mr. Beagle as volunteer high school boys basketball coach. Any questions or comments on any of those?
Yeah. So who's gonna cover Scott's present job? Or does he get to do both of them?
yeah, so that's a really good question. So we have options, but at this point, we're going to wait about 2 weeks and see what the job description could look like.
Okay.
And I've been in contact with Ruth Rogers, and she is willing to do whatever we needed to do with. We just don't know what that's going to look like yet.
Okay.
Does that make any sense?
Does
Or
that has to be an administrator, correct? His
you would
position?
need a, yeah.
Okay.
And again, we just don't know where the hard spots are going to be.
Mhm. Okay. Any other questions or comments?
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Will Scott be compensated for doing the extra job?
How does that work with
Yes.
pay salary?
Just can't give him anything more.
Oh, yes, I get where we're going.
Kidding.
He answered it for me.
Okay,
Who's going to, oh, yeah, as far as,
the change in
Will he be volunteering?
he'll be volunteering.
volunteering as coach and,
Yeah.
She's a volunteer.
everything.
It just sounds like his job is given to him.
Yeah, that's a
Sounds
question.
good.
Now, I think there's a couple of my duties that I can kind of get put on the back burner for a little while that aren't like a high priority right now. Obviously, the sped is still a big, I still need to be involved in that. And then the plumber coverage is the other concern that we've talked about the most, is kind of the big things, plus the grant coming up, writing the grant for the new reading grant.
That's what I was wondering.
Are the
When
things
is that?
We've been talking about, and again, just knowing what this new job looks like, we thought we'd wait 2 or 3 weeks before we start looking at plan B, plan C, that kind of stuff.
Ruth was, when I called her, she was, I think, the idea of hanging out with us seems a lot better than hanging out in the house by themselves all winter long. So we could probably get a good deal out of her. Make her charge.
to
We'll make
that.
her pay to come here.
Too funny. Okay, any other questions or comments? No? Okay, I think we can go ahead and take them all as one if we want to make a motion.
I make a motion, we approve all staff, contracts, and transfers as listed.
Second.
I have a motion by Sam and a second by Rob to approve all the staff contracts and transfers as listed. Any other questions or comments? No? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passed. Okay, consideration of the review of the agenda for Monday. So, there it is. Nope. Looks like our February meetings will be set for the 3rd and the 10th. Just a heads up, both Sam and myself will be gone. Well, we'll be gone for the February 3rd one. I'll be gone for the February 10th one. I had previously given BG a heads up that I was going to be gone. So I guess my question is, are you willing to run the meeting if she is not able to be here? Okay. So that is set. That also being said, we will need everybody else on board for these to be able to get a quorum. And I'll touch base with Katie to make sure she can be here. So if something comes up, please let us know ASAP. And we will go from there. We have to do December's minutes approval. Other than that, it doesn't look like there's a ton. Nick did send out the MHSA bylaw amendment proposals.
Yep.
So those have been sent to us. Take a chance to look over and reach back out if you have any questions or thoughts on them. When is that meeting? Do we know when he goes to that
We
meeting?
do know, but I don't know.
Okay.
So,
We'll be talking about that in a little bit too.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Monday, January 20th in Billings.
okay.
January 20th. Okay.
And a lot of times they don't pertain to us, depends on the sport or what it is, but those will be discussed and voted on.
Yeah, the 4 that they have, 2 of them,
Yeah.
doesn't seem to be a big deal to us. The other 2 I think are.
Okay. And backing up, we do have the list of fall coaching.
I do have a question on that.
Mhm.
Last year, when we hired Coach Odell, you guys had told us that that was going to be a 1 year to help
Oh, that's right.
get Ryan Stapley up to speed.
I'm not questioning it, I don't remember that, I don't know if I said that to you, but, okay.
That was the
That was
plan.
it.
Yeah, that was the
He's on
plan.
there, Dan Stapley?
You guys had told us that the plan was to hire
Right,
Coach
right.
Odell for a year to
Right.
mentor
Right.
Ryan Stapley.
Correct. I remember
That
hearing
year is
about
up. Did we fly that position or we just,
that. Well, are they both up for rehire?
they're both up?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Stapley was more for, I get Stapley.
Right, right.
You guys
yeah.
had told us that, Coach
Yeah, I'm not
Odell,
sure why they're both on there then, I'd have to ask Nick.
well, Stapley,
I know
I
it's
think the
Stapley.
numbers are fine. I'm not
Yeah.
questioning the numbers.
Yeah.
I'm just,
Yeah,
you guys had justified.
yeah, is that more numbers than normal? or
No.
is it-
No, you,
Yeah.
I think the question was Coach Odell.
Down.
I mean,
Right,
you had said he was requested by Stapley for a year to
right,
mentor.
yeah,
And then I was under the impression,
yeah.
based off of what you guys had told us, that that position would be open again this year. So
Uh,
I had
open
told
up.
some people and
Open up and open up for.
that was my understanding. So,
We would have an opening for an assistant football coach.
Okay. Yeah, I know that part of those rehiring recommendations are from the varsity coach. So I can't say for sure, but I know Nick talks to them and, through evaluations and stuff, get their approval to come back. So I don't know
well, I
if
guess,
Kyle wants him back.
yeah.
He mentioned
And that's fine. I guess my concern is that,
that it should have been opened up.
yeah, when we have these meetings, we talk about these things and then I go out there and I tell the
Right.
public what's going on and,
Right, right.
and then,
No, I totally understand. That was said. I mean, I think he could be scratched and then we could open up the position if he wants to apply or not.
So
I thought you were more like he shouldn't be there because
No.
it was extra. but
I'm
no.
just basing it off of last
Yeah.
year when we talked about this.
Yeah, I don't really am too aware of what the answer is for that, but I can see why we can wait and open it up.
But I think we can talk about that on January 9th as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
I think,
guess we want to hold off for his recommendation.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not challenging it. I'm just, we have, like I said, we have these conversations and
Yeah.
then I go out there and
Yeah.
then things don't happen.
Mm-hmm. No, so I understand.
Also, whoever, Rob, were you gonna be at that Thursday meeting?
Yes.
So I'm not gonna be there now.
So
Crystal
were
said
you,
she's gonna step
you
in.
can do that? Okay, perfect.
The one thing I did want to bring up is the 8th grade. We have a policy out there for the 8th graders.
We do.
And from what I'm understanding, we had some 8th graders that moved up last year.
In which sport?
In track.
Track.
Track. Yes, we did.
Across.
So we
We
have
need
a,
to fill a, I think, like,
Couple of squares.
well, we have a,
so the policy says if we need them to complete a team.
yeah, we would have a committee
Right,
with board members.
right, and we
To
always,
approve
we
that.
always invite a board member who's never been to a meeting. But other ones that we had to bring up, last year we did have those meetings.
Yeah, I guess where our concern is, as far as I'm aware, none of us as board members have been given the option to attend those committees.
Yeah, Nick's made the call, so I have to verify that.
Okay.
I thought,
I just want to make
Well,
sure
maybe
we're
we can
following
ask
our
them
own
to
policy
say
that we put out.
right,
Mhm.
no, yeah. Yeah, we always have a varsity coach and another varsity coach of another sport, myself and Nick. And I was under the impression that board member was invited, but couldn't make it.
Well, we'll be
There's
talking
a few
about,
times we have those meetings where kids came up, I think golf and, maybe something else.
yeah, we're gonna have conversation about the proposal, which the big proposal I see is that eighth
Yeah,
grade
it's
event
just-
across the state, so,
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay, so yeah, just some questions then. Any other questions on any of that? We will have next week to talk about it also. So if you don't think of anything right away. Anybody else have any questions or thoughts on the setting of the agenda next week, for next week's meeting? No? Okay.
and I
Then-
can find out the position with Tim. For that.
Yes. What did I do? I just lost my.
Yeah, we can have that conversation too on Thursday.
Okay, sorry guys, I
No,
just
no problem.
closed out of this and now I'm, gotta get back into it.
Would you like me to stall?
Well, this should just take me 30 seconds if I can figure out where she went. That's what I get for closing things out. January 6th. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so that is that, and I guess we just need an adjournment motion before we move on to our work session.
Make a motion to adjourn?
I have a motion by Sam and a second by Ellen to adjourn this meeting. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passed. Okay.
You want me to kick it around a little bit?
Kick what around?
These
Oh,
four, these six
yes.